use this time to reflect on what you want out of life. I'm definitely spending more time at home and reflecting on what I want. G'day everybody, Sam Marwood here from Cultivate Farms. I want to talk about the 10 farm ownership activities you can do while stuck inside. Corona is having massive impact across the world. Obviously, you know all about it, and I wanted to create some interesting content so that you can keep pursuing your farm ownership dreams if that is what you want. Being stuck inside isn't going to be the thing holding you back. It's whether you want this is going to hold you back. You might already be out farming, so you're probably out and about every day anyway. But if you happen to be inside more than usual, I wanted to throw you 10 ideas to make sure your farm ownership dreams are alive and well. And then when this passes, which hopefully is soon, you'll hit the ground running and have even more energy to make your dreams come true. So let's go for it. Number 1. Write your farm investment pitch. If you haven't written down your plan for owning a farm and you haven't pulled a pitch together on a specific farm, then no one is going to back you. If you haven't written it down, you can't take it to anyone. And who's going to believe you that you know what you're doing? Unless you've written it down, you've got a document, you've got a spreadsheet, you know what you're doing. Unless you have that, no one's going to back you. So get in there and start writing. We have helped as much as we can by developing a template. Check out the Aspiring Farmers page on our website. And we have a template farm pitch document, which our cultivators are using in the cultivator program who are going to match with an investor. Write 10 points a day. Writing probably isn't the most exciting thing for a lot of people. Just write 10 points a day. Get writing. Pick the farm you want. Go to farmbuy.com. Pick a farm anywhere that you think you might like, even if it's a massive vision farm that you're not even sure you'll be able to get onto. Just pick a farm, put a polygon around, a bit of dirt, start writing about that farm and why you're the best farmer and how you're going to make money with it. You can even pitch the farm of a retiring farmer you know, and you've got a document written about their farm, which you could go and talk to them about. That'd be really interesting. I know a few people doing that and say, hey, not necessarily that I'm going to buy your farm, but I would love to unpack how you'd go about modeling your farm and describing your farm. And if they use that as a basis to get my eye in on how to get people to back me. You never know where that could lead. So get writing your farm pitch. Read. It's the next one. We have hundreds of blog posts, hundreds of videos of me talking at this webcam and trying to get you inspired. So put that, get on YouTube, get on the podcast, get on the blog and read, get ideas, get so many ideas that you're ready to jump on them and pick them up and go with them. There's more than 10 ideas that we've got that you can work from. A vision board. Some people really love this. I think it's a good idea. Above your head, in your office, you should have an outline of what you want, picture of the farm, description of the farm, timelines, all that sort of stuff. You can Google vision boards, but just write, chat with your partner and talk about what you really want. Get on the same page, write it down, stick it on a wall, use it to motivate you. A little black book. Make sure you've got your list of people or your allies or your team around you. Make sure you've got that list. You know who they are, you know why you want to talk to them, and you know what opportunities they could lead or create for you, i.e. knowing retiring farmers or investors or someone else who might know someone. So make sure you've got your list of retiring farmers, potential investors, people in the community, real estate agents, because I'm now the list of people you need to know to help you get on your journey. So get that little black book written down and write down how you're going to engage them. Send an email. There's probably people with lots of time on their hands, maybe at the moment, who are keen to chase things up that could do some thinking for you. Unless you ask, they're not going to be able to follow up. Keep farming or get farming. So make sure you're still out there building your skills, proving you are the best. If you can keep out there farming, which I know most are, and it's an essential thing. So keep farming. If something terrible has happened out of Corona, i.e. you've lost your job, but you won't be a farmer and you're out of work, use this time to plan, to create your vision and to try and find some farm work. And if you've never farmed before and you want to be a farmer, that's probably going to be your very first point is get out there and get on a farm, and get your skills and spend years honing those skills. Document your farm ownership journey using social media. Getting a video camera like this and talking about your desire to own a farm can be a massive uh, uh, streamlined way for you to find opportunities. People watching, your friends will learn more about what you want out of life and a farm, and they might know people and they can help you. But use social media. It takes a bit of guts to do this sort of stuff. But if you don't have to do video, you can write a blog. You can just write straight to Facebook, whatever. Just talk to people about why you want to own a farm and document the journey and share that journey with people. I've got a blog post here talking about how to do that as well. So click that and use social media. It's right there. There's never been a better time in history to get people's attention to help you get onto your farm. Write letters to retiring farmers. There are probably a handful of retirement age farmers you know that you would love to be able to share ownership or share their farm with. You probably haven't spoken to them, or you have, or you want a way to get access to them. Write them a handwritten letter. Get a piece of paper out, your nicest pen, do a couple of versions. We've got a template one you can copy and paste from our blog post as a link here. Write a handwritten letter and put it on the post, get it to them, and they read it, and you never know where that will go. But nobody writes handwritten letters anymore. That'll be the door opener, that you have taken time and you care about them. And again, who knows what's going to happen from that. Keep your farmer profile up to date. If you haven't got your details on the Inspiring Farmer page up to date, then you'll miss out on opportunities. Investors and retiring farmers are checking your profiles. I had so many people say, I just skipped over the ones who had written one sentence response. You know, if they're not going to take the time, why would I take the time with them? So make sure you have your details fully outlined in there. We're not talking about a massive novel you have to write. It's 2 or 3 paragraphs for 3 questions and outlining preferences. It's not hard. And if you do it, you could get an email from us very soon saying there's someone who wants to farm with you. So spend 5 minutes doing that. Farm Ownership Pathway Plan. We have a 1-hour video called the 1-Hour Farm Ownership Pathway Plan we did up in Roma in Queensland. Claire Coates and I, Claire's our first farmer we matched with an investor, her Mark, and that has distilled all of our knowledge into 1 hour for you to go around pulling together your farm ownership plan for yourself. And it talks about a lot of these ideas we'll talk about now. But jump on and watch that. It's definitely worth it. I've got the blog post there which contains the video. Check that out and get your farm ownership pathway plan sorted. And then number 10, reflect. I think use this time to reflect on what you want out of life. I'm definitely spending more time at home and reflecting on what I want. And you should do the same thing. Do you really want to own a farm? 1, do you want to be a farmer? 2, do you really want to own a farm? Can you deal with that stress of ownership and having debt or an investor or someone and being accountable to them and dealing with the unreliable weather, all those stresses? Think through it. Do you really want that? And if out of that the answer is yes, keep going. If the answer is no, think about something else, or think about working with a farmer or trying something else in ag. Is a big responsibility, a great thing to do, but make sure you know yourself. And so use this time to sit and reflect on what you want out of life. That's it. They're the 10 things you should do. If you are inside more than you usually are, get yourself ready. Farming is still such a necessary thing. Food is going to be needed forever. Farmers are needed, good farmers like you. So get your head into gear, figure out what you want, and let's pull a plan together, and let's get you farming. Cheers, guys.
Thank you for your attention and for watching this video. Click here or somewhere to watch more of our videos. If you're new here, please do subscribe. We want more of your attention. We want to get you inspired to get onto your farm. Let's get you farming.